Up next on the Green Update, we'll be talking solar hot water, and we'll take you to a local senior citizens residence where a system was recently installed.
Right now we're going to take a quick peek into some solar heating in a project that's been helping a local seniors residence. It's a real win-win situation, and we find out more on the Green Update.
Here today at St. Giles Senior Citizens Residence in Peterborough, and I'm joined with Alex Mortlock of Peterborough Green-Up, and we're talking solar hot water today. Alex, tell me how a solar hot water system works, like the one we have here behind us.
Well, what you're seeing behind us here, Matt, are the solar hot water tanks, and they are connected to the solar collectors on the roof. And what they do is they provide a source of hot water to the electric tanks that are located in another room. So instead of drawing cold water from the city pipes, the electric tanks are drawing warm water, or in some cases very hot water, from these tanks behind you. And there's 48 units of seniors housing here, so you can imagine that they use a lot of hot water. And this system should provide about 50% of the hot water that's needed, and it will reduce their electrical consumption for heating water from the standard water heaters.
Okay, it certainly sounds like a benefit for them here. Tell me how Green-Up was involved in this project.
Well, Green-Up works for the Peterborough Utilities on a program called the Electrical Retrofit Incentive Program, and it provides funding to commercial businesses and organizations like St. Giles to upgrade their buildings, lighting, air conditioning, or in this particular case, a solar hot water system. So they received funding from the utility through Green-Up to help pay for this project. They also got some funding from the federal government and the provincial government under the Eco-Energy for Renewable Heat Program and the Ontario Solar Thermal Heating Initiative, which also made a financial contribution because, as you can appreciate, they don't have the funding to put in systems like this. So the government is providing funding, various levels, to encourage people to put in these energy-saving conservation measures.
All right. Thanks, Alex.
And they come down through a series of pumps through a heat exchange, which I shouldn't touch on a day like today. It's quite hot.
And I'm joined now with David Rosefield, the administrator here at St. Giles Senior Citizens Residence. David, why did you choose to have a system like this installed?
Well, for years we've been hearing about various ways of saving money using solar systems, and eventually we started to look into it. We actually invited 3 different companies to quote on a system, and eventually through that quoting process we came up with a provider, and part of their quote was to include all of the applications for the various subsidy programs, and that was a very big help to us because trying to find our way through all these paperwork was quite a mountain, and they made it easy for us. It's a simple system, although I wouldn't say that the equipment was simple, and they had a number of qualified subcontractors who actually did the work. We were very pleased with that. There was installation on the roof, and then a fair amount of plumbing through the building. Then, of course, these tanks in this room and connections through to where our original hot water tanks are.
Is this something you would recommend to other institutions in this area?
Well, absolutely. I think our savings of hydro are going to be quite measurable, and with the subsidies that are in place, our payback it's a little over 5 years, which is very good for a capital program like this that's got to have at least a 20-year life. So we stand to make money, the city stands to save hydro production. I think it's a win-win.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to me today, David, and we'll see you again next week on the Green Update.
The Green Update is brought to you by Peterborough Transit. Come on board with our on-time services. If you have any questions about today's episode of the Green Update, call Peterborough Green-Up at 745-3238.